Hello everyone, this is Joshua,
I'm Che.
and today we're going to be reviewing the live-action, quote-unquote live-action, remake of The Lion King.
Stay low to the ground. Check the wind, the shadows, and wait for the perfect moment to pounce.
Disney's The Lion King.
That never gets old!
Rated PG. Friday.
Yeah, so, first off, one thing I noticed. The intro title was the exact same. Or almost, literally, 99.9%
Yeah.
exact.
In fact, I think you could say that about most of this movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
It,
I guess we should start with the story of this movie.
about the same.
If you guys don't know what the story of The Lion King is, it's practically the same as the original. I guess you could describe the story, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it's about a young lion cub named Simba. You know, he dreams about becoming king when he's little, but then his evil Uncle Scar scares him off, and then he has to
Come back.
He,
to take his place as king.
goes through that development process
Yeah.
as a young guy, and then Nala comes in, and he has to find out who he is pretty quickly, and make it back, defeat Scar, and be king of Pride Rock.
So, is there any positives you would say?
The CGI.
Yeah, the CGI, it's good. I mean, although I will say it's not that much different from the 2016 Jungle Book movie.
I mean, I'd also say another decent thing about the movie was the voice acting.
Yeah.
That was about what I saw.
And that's not much, honestly. And I thought the songs were okay. That's it. The singing.
Some of them.
Yeah.
I would say Scar's song, I definitely liked the older one. There was more of an upbeat to it.
And honestly, after rewatching the original, Be Prepared was honestly my favorite song of the original from rewatching it.
That was one that I definitely.
And they shortened this version of Be Prepared. Did you notice that?
Yeah, they cut out a lot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, they cut out a lot. They add some stuff, and some stuff I think was pretty pointless to add.
Yeah, I mean, my main thing was also, I guess.
For example, they
the expression.
Because they designed them to look like real creatures, and that they're not able to have that expression.
It was hard to. I was really trying to match the motion of what they were saying.
Yeah.
With the emotion of their face.
And knowing that, honestly, even I thought James Earl Jones, who came back as Mufasa, didn't do as well as he did in the original either.
No, well...
it almost seemed like he kind of didn't care as well.
Well, it's the same. Well, yeah. I don't know the presenting us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say at least it was fine. It worked, at least voice-wise.
Yeah, but I mean... And knowing that, if you thought Matthew Broderick didn't voice, his voice didn't match adult Simba in the original, I think Donald Glover does not match even more so in this one. I mean, Donald Glover's a okay actor. I've seen him in, Spider-Man Homecoming, and that was the only other movie I've seen him in, and I thought he did okay in that movie. Nothing terrible. And he also voiced the character in one of the animated Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man shows, Ultimate Spider-Man, he voiced Miles Morales in it, one of the alternate Spider-Man. And I thought he did pretty good in that, so... Yeah, this is probably his weakest one I've seen. And knowing that some of the stuff they added is for example, they basically had like a scene where they focus on Simba's hair, and showing the journey of that hair string in that, like from like a giraffe eating it, crapping it out, and then there's a dung beetle.
Well,
that
I think
rolls-
if I recall,
like
in the 1994 one, there it was just the winds of the spirits.
Yeah.
And that's how Rafiki knew the king was alive.
yeah, I know that they cut out that whole thing where Rafiki, like as far as I know, did they cut that out?
Which one?
Like where Rafiki tells him about the message, like it doesn't matter, it's in the past, Because I kind of left the theater there to go use the bathroom.
Oh, he did. They did show that scene where Rafiki was leading a young adult Simba
But
through
that
the
was it.
forest.
They didn't show him like giving the message or anything.
They showed Mufasa giving the message.
No. I'm talking about Rafiki. It's like
Yeah.
in the original where he hits him over the head, and it's like
No, he did not hit him over the head.
and
he just
saying
said,
like
"Follow me," or
like saying it's like it's like ow, what's that for? Like it doesn't matter. It's in the past, like.
all he said was like, "Follow me if you can catch up," or something. That was about
Yeah, and
all I saw when.
yeah, I felt like they, and knowing that there was another message they kind of cut out from the original movie when Mufasa was like, just because you're brave doesn't mean, like, you go looking for trouble. They cut that out.
Well,
Like,
I don't know. It was definitely a little.
and I'm like, if you're going to do a shot-for-shot remake anyway, why cut out some of that stuff?
To try and make it a little different, I would.
Well,
at least
if you're-
partially. I don't know.
And honestly, like, when we were watching this, it was kind of depressing almost, with,
Well, it just felt repetitive because you
Yeah.
knew what was going to happen.
yeah, and there was no caring in this whatsoever.
Well, I mean, emotion, like, from the
Yeah.
face, it was really hard. I mean, I was
Yeah.
really, every time.
And also, I just
it
felt like
was-
everything seemed half-assed, Like, no love nor passion was put into this project.
Oh, they probably, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably for the most part, I mean, my guess is the animators at least put some serious hours into those
yeah, I
spots.
mean, I'll
But,
give them credit for that. It did look good, but then again, I felt like because I recently, like, if you guys don't remember, I did review the 2016 Jungle Book movie, which you can check that review in the link below if you haven't seen it. And honestly, it just felt like the same, like, it doesn't seem like the animation has advanced since then. Like,
Well, I mean,
and knowing that, like,
you're comparing it to what you've seen.
and the one thing I noticed is, like, the Africa they choose to show in this movie, it looks crappy. Like, it doesn't look beautiful or anything. Like, the original, like, the animated Africa they showed in the original movie was far more beautiful looking,
Definitely, and that was
And
like,
it's like, and here's the thing I heard, like, Africa's a beautiful looking place.
that was with artwork.
Yeah,
That's art.
and
That was using a lot.
but I've seen videos of what Africa looks like, and it looks beautiful. This honestly, this didn't make me want to go to Africa. Honestly,
Well, I definitely saw the mountain range that they showed, that mountain. I think that might have been either it was a shot of the actual mountain or it was closely based because that looked very recognizable, like one of the actual
honestly,
mountains.
I felt like everything was digital environment, digital creatures.
At least for the most part.
Like, I think the only thing that wasn't digital was probably the ground.
I don't know. Some of the ground may have been, maybe a little.
Yeah, like.
I'm definitely with that dung beetle scene, I was wondering. See, we reached that part, and I say that because you know how this guy
Yeah,
Josh is,
and knowing that, like, the sequence, like the Can You Feel the Love sequence in that,
Yeah.
like Can You Feel the Love Tonight sequence,
It looked.
it took place during the day, not night, not even freaking twilight.
I mean,
during the broad daylight.
Well,
It's like, can you feel the love this afternoon? Like, it kind of renders that song pointless.
Well, I mean, I guess now that I think about it, it kind of looked like they were just playing with each other. There wasn't. I mean, in the original movie, they were actually like nudging each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew that they were
Yeah,
kind of getting intimate, I guess.
yeah. And knowing that, speaking of which, I felt like this version of Nala and Simba had no chemistry. Like, I honestly thought, like, in the original, it kind of felt a bit rushed, you know, like, all of a sudden it's like, cute that love song, you know, because they only knew each other as cubs, you know, and then, you know, and was reunited as adults for, like, a few minutes, you know, and
Well,
it's
again, like, one of the things I was looking at was, like, expression.
Yeah,
There
and...
was...
And even their conversation afterwards, it's still in broad daylight, you know, like...
I mean, I understand, you know, they were trying to be realistic, but it's like... Also in the movie, you want to be able to...
Knowing that
Feel
most of the
love.
humor was completely removed. Did you notice that? Like, all the humor of the original movie was removed?
I noticed quite a bit of it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Timon and Pumbaa, I would say,
Yeah.
at least kind of helped keep it.
Yeah,
real.
but that was the only humor I saw. Like...
If I recall, at least, I think Timon and Pumbaa were probably the top, near the top
Yeah.
at least, if not the
I mean,
top. in the
Timon and
movie,
Pumbaa in this movie did give me one or two laughs, and it wasn't even like a full-on laugh out loud or anything else, just like, you know, just...
Mhm, yeah.
And that was it. Like...
It wasn't what I'd necessarily...
Oh, and knowing that, like, when we were in the theater, like, especially during, well, spoilers, certain character dies, nobody was shedding a freaking tear. You know, at least none I could hear. I was even paying attention to the audience, actually.
I don't
Like,
know,
I
would
was
you
even-
consider that a... If it's about the same as the movie, as the
Yeah.
original, would you consider that a spoiler, really? Or...
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, if
Uh,
you could just...
Yeah, so, during Mufasa's... When Mufasa died in this and that, like, and everything, that whole sequence, nobody was shedding a freaking tear. Like, I was even listening, trying to listen to, the audience's reaction, you know, like, even listen carefully, like, and I heard nothing out of them. Like, I didn't even hear somebody, like, sniffling or anything.
Well, I mean,
And,
it was about the same thing, so partially I would think it
except
was...
without any of the
You've seen
emotion and caring.
And, yeah, it was just hard to, I think...
Like, this just felt like a cheap cash grab. It's just like, you know what? People will go and see it, no matter what. So we could just pop these out in buttloads, you know?
Oh, definitely.
Like, without having to put any much
Yeah.
effort or care into it, you know? Because you'll go see it anyway. You'll go see it.
That was probably one of the main things, like, I think we were watching a video where it's like, yeah, it was definitely just the name.
Yeah, we were watching Nostalgia Critics video he recently did, which was of... Okay, just making sure I'm recording. Nostalgia Critics video for, he recently came out, like, why the Disney remakes keep making money. And at this point, I gotta agree with him on that stuff, and honestly, I'm getting sick and tired of these. I mean, we're eventually getting Mulan. Soon we're getting The Little Mermaid.
Well, that...
And I saw
mean-
I saw the trailer for the Mulan. Like, we both saw the trailer for the Mulan remake. Actually, and what did you thought of it?
I mean, the training scenes, I would say, looked a little different.
Honestly, I did, like, cause I saw the trailer before we
Mhm.
went to see this movie, and I did, like, I had, like, I just didn't care, honestly. The trailer didn't do anything for me. Like, I was just like, it's like,
it was looking pretty close, I'd say, to the original.
And the one thing I heard about that
or-
one is that it's not going to have a talking dragon, and it's not going to be a musical. Aren't you excited?
Mushu isn't gonna be in there.
No,
The dragon.
there's not even going to be it's not going to be a musical. Are you
They don't
freaking excited?
sing. Oh, so there's not like the let's get down to business?
No,
or,
no, nothing.
okay.
No. Aren't you excited?
Don't you hear excitement in this room right now?
No.
Yeah, you can just hear it. I mean, listen. Point being is, I think there is a new movie called Onwards, which
Yeah,
hopefully might be pretty good.
There's also other ones coming out too that are
What was
seeming
another one? Wasn't there two?
like one that was called Soul.
Soul, yes.
And
those were.
there was another one I don't know. Like I forgot the name, but it's,
I think it was Onward. Yeah, it was
oh,
Onward and Soul. At least he.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailers to any of them, but
I've seen the one for Onward.
and how good do you think it looks?
Looks decent. I mean, so far what they've said it's about two elves that travel to see if there's any magic left in the world.
Do you think it'll probably be at least like even a little bit better than this movie?
Oh, at least it'll be something like a little. At least it'll be something a little different.
Like
I'd say.
I hope so. You know, like I hope this means Disney's getting back to doing more creative stuff. You know.
After this phase.
Yeah. Like.
Well, I mean, I think Hollywood is trying to, I'd say, find that maybe creative edge again with their content.
I hope so. I really do hope so.
Or at least I think some of them are trying.
That's something I've been really talking about. Is like I just hate how Hollywood is so unoriginal anymore. Like there's no more original ideas or anything, and the most successful things coming out are just sequels, remakes, spin-offs. Yeah. Soft reboots, just basically anything that was like based on an original existing property.
I mean, at least, I would say at least Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I did like
that
it.
at least was good.
Yeah, I saw that one and I did like that one. So.
And yeah, the new Spider-Mans with Tom Holland in it, you know, those are pretty good. Too. No, I mean, and they're okay. You know,
yeah, they're okay.
They're doable at least.
Yeah.
I know I would say they probably more relate to the Avengers universe.
Yeah,
but,
you also got those like Avengers Endgame, which honestly, if you guys see my review, which I'll post a link in the description for that, I thought it was okay. I honestly prefer Avengers Infinity War over Endgame.
Well.
Yeah, I thought that one was just a better, more well thought out movie.
Yeah, at least, well, Infinity War, I'd say, at least it kind of got you set up pretty well for what was to come, I guess.
Yeah, it just seemed more
And then
focused.
again, at least they ended it on a pretty good
we're kind of starting to get off topic.
Well, yeah, because it's this remake on the
yeah, it's like, so I'm going to give the remake of The Lion King a 1.5 out of 5 stars.
I'm gonna be a little lenient. I was like, you know, the animation and probably all the work they have to get through for some of that, as well as maybe okay voice acting and let me see, what else? And some of the music, like the intro, that was good. The reprise at the end, and I guess
That's it.
In the jungle, maybe. Can you feel the love tonight? Perhaps.
More so like, can you feel the love this afternoon?
Yeah. So I was gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Now you're probably wondering why. Well, because the 7 out of 10 is for really good animation.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's
decent
why
voice acting and some of the music was good.
And that,
That's
well,
why, I mean.
that's why I gave it a 1.5 out of 5 stars instead of just giving it a simple 1 star. Because, like, some of the voice acting is decent. The animation is pretty good for the most part. At least as far as what they were trying to go with. And the singing is okay.
Oh, definitely. That was fine.
Yeah, but
It was doable.
yeah. But honestly, at the end of the day, was a really bad movie. Like here's the thing. I would be like more like, as far as which version I'm going to pop in more, I would probably be popping in the original more.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, maybe they could have added some more original elements at least.
yeah, and the stuff I think they did added was just basically pointless, you know?
Well,
Like, and also, if I were to have kids, I probably would not show them this one. I would probably show them the original.
if you really want to, you could say,
I mean, I might just show them once they
this is the original.
Once they get
This
a
is
better
the-
understanding of what makes a good movie. I will probably show them the remake.
Well, show them the remake and go, you see, make a story that's like the original, and put that on top of your great animation with your improved music and good voice acting, and you have a multi-billion-dollar movie.
And honestly,
Yeah.
like, what's next? Is Disney going to be like doing animated remakes of their live action remakes of animated remakes or something like that?
Well, I mean, I think as we both discussed many times before, at least, add some original...
Yeah, because
Twists in it.
it's like, if you're going to do these remakes, do something new and different with it. Put your own spin on it. Because I mean, that's what Disney used to do, actually.
They're at the forefront, I'd say.
And in fact, a lot of those films, those stories the stories they did, we consider now the definitive versions of those stories.
Definitely.
And honestly, I think Walt Disney at this point is rolling in his grave.
Well, I'd say he was probably... I mean, he's one of the co-founders of it, so,
In fact, I think he was a main founder, I think.
there were like two. Yeah, I think he was the primary person that took over.
Yeah, and I think he would not be
For that
too
tape.
pleased with what the company's been doing. I honestly really think.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
if he was still alive.
he was the one that probably brought the vision. The
Yeah.
primary vision. which
And
is
honestly,
what-
I think Walt Disney is surely missed in this case.
Well, I mean, how much didn't it? I heard, last time I checked, it made, it was almost like, wasn't it 800 million?
Yes, it
Total
makes,
so far, total.
yeah,
To include
and
all revenue.
yeah, and honestly, like,
So, like, it made all this money.
yeah, because apparently, people are still willing to go see this stuff. Apparently, even
Well,
though,
I mean, it's something to do. I'd say at least you're going out.
yeah, like,
Seeing
and-
a family movie.
I think we kind of harped on this a bit, well enough.
Yeah, I think we're good. So,
That's it for this review. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.
thanks.